RV Rap Elite. RV Rap Elite. We have now arrived at our blast off location.
Oh. Excuse me.
We took us a long time to get here. We're about 42 minutes late. Glad you guys are still tuned to FN. I am here. My name's Radio B.
He's a Leo. What's popping?
He's a Leo in the building. Got Nicholas F in the building. And we are here to discuss quite possibly the greatest Rap Elite cipher of all time. Statistically, that is the case. But we're going to watch it now, give a fair breakdown of what occurred, so we can give an understanding ourselves if this was the greatest one of all time. The numbers definitely say it is. Let's have at it. Rael was the first one up.
Like a room full of answers. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm on a mission trying to make it like a Mexican. Running to the border, man, the U.S. better let me in. Excellent life like a room full of estrogen. Thank you for the body that the dear Lord blessed me in. And thank you to the people that thought they got the best of them. And fuck you to the rest of them. Them I am sicker than and bound to be richer than. Born in a pound on the east end of richer than the south side of richer man. Never been that nigga who ran with the henchmen. The plan was to get up out of Richmond. But I'm back with some knowledge that can get you out of Richmond. Like a hood politician. Then I'm on to my mission to get paid. The chickens to be laid. And I apologize for the brief delay. A masterful sensei. I track to the wordplay. No slacking for a king. Got an immaculate birthright. Attacking the earth like I'm starving trying to get to the first bite. The chicks in my words might be slicking in perks, right? Deliverance airtight. Particular care like we're kicking this rap tight. That's all I got for y'all. Thank you.
Rael was dope.
Yo, can you move that little thing off the scorecard?
Oh.
Yeah. Nah, you good. That was it. You don't have to move it in front of the video.
So Rael got 18.5. I gave him a 6. He's gave him a 5.5. Nick gave him a 7. I thought he was solid. He cut it short. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have a whole lot of content that was like really like catching, but I liked his delivery. I liked his wording, pace, vocal projection, especially for a first time MC.
Yeah, I teetered. Can y'all hear me clear?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Yeah, I teetered on a 6.5 and a 7, but I like the pocket that he was in. It was just a nice pocket that set good on the ear, so I thought it was a fitting score.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like he could have did more lyrically. It's a bit like it's a little more fireworks. But it was solid.
I agree.
All right. Next up to the stage, Remo. Make some noise for Remo. Many blessings to y'all. 5 Emcees, 5 elements of hip hop. Yeah. Nam yo ringe kyo. Nam yo ringe kyo. Thoughts and things that keep me traveling so damn fast. Blast from the past. I be lost in mind or lost in time. So I gotta stop and breathe just to unwind. Say I'm my 80s baby. Right epidemic, I got the leads. 9 nations, then I understand and stop by states of my age, man. My way, but I lost myself when I started to play. Let the go, let your heart make a go. Wait, I gotta let the stick down. Miss my train now. Understand that my ancestors speaking through rock. I said, I'm your motherfucker, son. When I say now, y'all, the enemy you inside shit. All got shit, I'm not up. My bootleg, I stop up. I thought the things they travel in my mind. Body is fine, it's intertwined with the 33 vertebrae. I so hurt of myself. I lost myself. I found myself in my mental health. So I take the pen and the pad. I look in the mirror and said that you got in your dad. I turn around, upside down. I drop the ground just to get around me. See, when I lose myself, when I understand my health is my wealth. 33 vertebrae, that's me, myself, and I ring that Jim Carrey shit. Get kinda scary, so I lost me, found me, turned the me upside down, integrated with that infinite intelligent sound. I'm rotating, so oh yeah, and oh soon, about to lie in LA by coming soon. To bring the vibes of the old hip hop, I said a crack. Epidemic and it never stop. Systematic racism, people wanting to lace it. Not fitting all in the place, but you gotta take yourself. You gotta meditate and elevate your health. See the thoughts that keep traveling to mental wealth. MKC or MKB. I'm writing, can't get me without loud voice. Oh, now wait, Astonishing voice said we must fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We have nothing to lose but our chains. We must love each other and support each other. Shout out to y'all. Love Lorna. Love Al. Much love. Much love. Put that on.
Not a whole lot to say about Remo. Shout out to Remo, brought good energy, but definitely, you know, the freestyling is the freestyling. You really can't critique it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta come with the pen work. You know, otherwise, really isn't a whole lot to get feedback on.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, I gave him a 6 off the freestyle because I thought it was a pretty good freestyle, to be honest with you. I liked his content. I could just tell what he be on. And it's just interesting, like when a person freestyles and you can hear like their personality and like their mindset come through that way. And so I fucked with that. And he didn't really have no stumbles for that freestyle either. Like it didn't necessarily rhyme in all the traditional places, but it's a pretty succinct train of thought. You know what I'm saying? Like he was in one lane, you know what I'm saying, with his freestyle content wise. So I thought it was pretty decent for a freestyle.
Super shout out to Remo. That was a love offering. To be 100% honest with you, I already know what the energy was, where he was coming from with that. So super shout out to him, and would love to have him back. Always enjoy having him in the building, whether he's rapping or not.
That shit right there. All right, next up to the stage, Trig. Make some noise for Trig, y'all.
Now this is a polarizing score, so I'm interested in watching this one back. The scores, and I don't think there's ever been as large a gap between myself and Nicholas Epps.
Yo. Let's go. Let's go. It's the last one. Ain't it a shame my bitches change up their game when they find out that your name is tied up to some change? But when you broke and they don't know you from James, yeah, they favorite line is, yeah, I got a name. They want everything from the keys to the range to the lease of the name and the diamond ring. Radio it hurts when I say that I don't even rock ice. But a bitch ass me for watching the chain. That's a H-A-G, yeah, whole ass groupie. Hell nah, I don't love you, bitch. I love Lucy. With a nice ass toolie, if you don't like it, you sue me. It feels so good to diss these whole ass groupies. And how I'm on the top, I get my line out the Gucci. I got my shit a belly playing like I was Gucci, right? That niggas know when you don't love it, you do the life. And if you run and get the bag, you do it twice. You go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Fucking around with this. Step into the game, I got my mind, I got a crown with this. Stand in the line of fire, burn for the hand of it. Cut back, let them go. Pegs and some handlebars. No, I don't know about this TRIG shit. There's a rise in the greatest. How you know who you be with? That's cocky out, cocky flow. Cock it back, I let it go. Cock a doodle-doo. In the morning, watch, I let it blow. She don't know how I get mine. Stick time. I don't give a fuck about this big time. The big time. I know the Cowboys and the Eagles playing, but I know birds and the bullets come around. Got the Eagles playing. Balled out like I'm flying by myself. Got my own shit on, and I'm flying by myself. I was the first nigga to rap on Rap Elite. So finale is finally here to rap. Sweet.
So
I thought that shit was hard.
it was hard. It was hard. I probably would have nudged it up maybe another 0.5. You know what I'm saying? I'd probably went 7. I don't think I'd have gone past 7 though.
I know they weren't all necessarily new bars.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
it's like the thing is like, well, when Trey gets to freestyling, he has a way, you know, he has these different rhyme pockets that he'll get into. You know what I'm saying? I think one thing I will underestimate was that Eagles and Cowboys freestyle. That was kind of dope. He's like, I know that Cowboys and the Eagles playing with them birds and them bullets. So
yeah. Nah, what got me was that I really loved like that I Love Lucy bar. And then like that whole like the 8 bars after that, or maybe that was like an 8-bar section, the pattern, like I don't know, that shit was hitting for me. And then there were a few parts I really liked. Yo, I liked his patterns. I liked his delivery and his flow. I do think he could have, like, as he got later in the verse, like I didn't realize he started freestyling, to be honest with you. But as he got later in the verse, it got a little muffled in there, but I was still able to hear what he said. Excuse me. I wish it would have been a little cleaner. But I really like the verse. I like the energy, and I don't know, it moved me. Yeah, it moved me. I really like the delivery and the flow pattern, way he came off on it.
yeah, I like the energy. I just felt like I've heard Trig rap a lot better than that. And if I had to like put it on a scale for like the raps that we heard that night, I probably wouldn't go much higher than where I was at right there. But super shout out to Trig, signed that Red Bull deal. Congrats to Trig. Also, for those that don't know, and this will be the first time, Trig will be going to the moon this year. So shout out to Trig, flag on the moon. December 11th.
My bad. Next up to the stage, Mukazo. Make some noise for Mukazo. Let's do this thing. How y'all doing tonight? Petersburg, where you at? Yes, sir. The speed is basic. I'm gonna take you to make something special. Let you know that you ain't fucking with my flow. I'm big moving when they want to never get them started. I'm an X factor like that bitch that broke your fucking heart. Look, I spit that diesel. I do it for my people. Look, I put it down uncontested like a free throw. But I'm free, dog. You gotta fight for it. How bad you really want it? I put my life on it. I'm taking chances in the streets every night for it. Gotta keep the lights on. And got the new Jordans. I write flows tonight. I freestyle. No matter what I'm doing, I hold the streets down. This is OG style. I'm riding on these clowns. I can set shop up, supplying the whole town. Look, I can lock it down. I don't need no advance. And I can take your girl. All I need is one dance. Look, pay attention while I put you on the game. If you pimping like I'm pimping, let me call it your name. No dollars make no sense. I ain't riding the bitch. I'm VIP with my aerial bitch. Ain't no Maserati.
Notice how he holds the mic.
He gets blood and then we fuck. After that, we'll see what's up. Drop you off in the parking lot. Back up on my grind. Ain't got time for your lies. Too much money on my mind. I'm flowing like the greatest. I make it look so easy. If I told you what I go through, I know you won't believe me. I don't drive easy. Roadblocks don't stop me. I'm D8, I'm DC. That's Southside, that's South Beach. Ratchet on the streets, but I'm classic on this beat. I slap a nasty doctor who don't practice what he preach. Believe me when I tell you that I keep that heat and reach for any nigga think this shit is sweet like Georgia peaches. I give it to him. Yeah, if he talking shit, I give it to him. And look, if you need a hit, I can give it to him. And if I don't know who they with, I'm gonna give it to him. Yeah, watch me give it to him. Who is Guzzo? Look for it everywhere.
Hey, pause it real quick, yo. Let me say something. This is what I noticed, yo. Mukazo has the best mic control of anybody to ever hit the Rap Elite stage, including me. And probably, and I'm not sure, Radio, you come through clear, but I'm not sure how you hold it. Yo, dog, at the beginning of his verse, I laughed, right? Because he actually holds the mic like a comedian. He holds the mic like this.
Because he's
like,
a comedian.
He holds the mic like this. To me, I was like, yo, why does he look like he about to go into a bit? And I was like, yo, he's holding the mic like this. You feel me? I can't help, like, yo, the discipline, right, to hold the mic like this is next level, because I'm always gripping it like this, fam.
Right.
I can't help it. I cannot help it.
I don't know how
this nigga be like this, son.
I don't know. The way that I tell people to hold the mic and the way that I hold the mic are two different things. I don't know what I've learned about holding the mic that allows me to get through as clear as I do, because for all intents and purposes, if you're watching what I do, it ain't gonna work for you.
Yeah. I think you know what it is. I think I know what it is. Your fingers are mad skinny, fam. Like, so it's like it just goes through. That
might work. That might be what it is.
Yes, yo. Like my fingers cover the joint up.
Right.
Yo, my shit be muffled as shit. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga Mukazo hold the mic like this, fam. Like that is like professional.
And it might be a record. Mukazo got the same exact score from all three of us. And
I know. 7. That's like a jackpot, right?
Yeah, and the 7 at that, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's God shit, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to him. That is a great example, and I really need to work on that.
Shout out to Mukazo.
Yeah, man. Shout out.
Pete would approve.
All right. Next up to the stage.
Oh, so we didn't really give Mukazo feedback. So feedback on that is just, just some more clever shit with the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I think the flow was cool. The as we said, the vocal projection and the clarity is perfect. and he's got character. You know what I'm saying? It's just but
what I would like to personally see is him play around more with technicals, like a little bit more complex rhyme structures or rhyming more syllables than just the last couple. You know what I mean? I would like to see him just play around with a little bit more dexterity. Like, I don't want to change his style at all.
Right.
And I don't want to
overcomplicate him.
Yes, and mess up the essence of what he brings.
Right.
But I think if he just puts a little bit more effort into just being a tad bit more rappy technical, just a little bit, just a tiny bit, I think it could take him a long way.
Right.
Especially because I know he'll do 4-bar setups kind of sometimes. So it's if you do a 4-bar, if you're rhyming one syllable or if you're rhyming one syllable on a 4-bar setup, it's cool and the content can hit. But if you do that same line but rhyme 4, maybe 3 or 4, when you hit that joint, it's gonna just hit a little bit different. It's something about the cadence and the assonance that comes along with rhyming groups of syllables. So I think he could really benefit from that.
Yeah, and I think the way he raps, the fact that he can be entertaining and rap the way he does is says a lot. So that if we saw him make that effort, it would immediately be noticeable. You know what I'm saying? Just those additions, that little extra, structure will be noticeable.
One, make some noise for Cool One.
This is Cool One's first time in the Open Cypher too. I thought he did well as well.
No. Tell me we don't be trying to find real life love or create success. We've been screaming fuck them all until I feel at one. With reality, staring at the future while the past keep looking back at me. Don't know my destination, I'm just thankful God keep cracking me dry till I'm feeling pretty. I can keep a beauty candy speech, burn away the fake. Just the way that I lose calories. Can't let you waste my time, cause I think I got my salary. Pick the store before I guess the combo coming after it. But the love was precious, so why we come up in here crashing it? Build a house of dreams and making something worth establishing. You say we moving forward, don't let me catch you looking back again. Think my love and hate, I finally standing on a tightrope. It's real enough come to take a jab on my mind. So there's no telling how this might go. And I joke, saying progressive off stage chance, I'm more than any guy. Code told me you were made for more than this. I still trust those. They only start throwing some blood up after we bust close. If you see a label, I'm labeled for being the money like saying, but don't that mean your friends and know not to go cut though? They don't give a fuck, they only call you when they need dough. Quick to say whatever that these clever trying to please you. Let me just good behind their eyes, you see the evil. Know your actions not champagne, your words like just something I see through. The books of Babylon don't need no else but I can to read you. Without all of your heat, you is waiting, this is a little piece. So I feel like I'm in Trump, because the roller of my pussies, bro. Why I try to stay calm, cause the air on me is people. You think you running game, my top shorty entering Chicos. If you only ask me, triple, think I get with my heart like CeeLo. Nigga, better keep my distance, stop me at the line, I'll go be slow. Refuse to be all about feeling, don't let nobody that they get a feeling. I wish I could take it a step, but I'm still in.
Yo, I'm puzzled by something. And I can see the same puzzlement on your face, Nick. All right, let me say this. The very first part of this rhyme was very good because it was clear. You were rapping at a pace that could be heard, and I thought you were saying some shit, Cool One. What happened as we moved along is that I feel like intentionally it was like this word cramming thing, like this like kind of like a fast flow but not really fast, but just like crammed words in to a like.
Yeah. It's like I feel like I know what he was going for, but I just feel like the execution of it.
Yeah, it was
on
not
stage.
Clear. Right.
Yeah. It got jumbled.
It got very jumbled. And the reason I'm puzzled is because in my ear, it's almost like I've never heard something like that before. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know it's like I've heard the approach before, but the way it was coming out, I've never heard it quite like that before. And it's like I could almost see the words crammed on top of each other. What I would just say is back up off of that a bit. You know what I'm saying? Definitely space your words out. You have content. You got lyrical content. You got wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You've got perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like you've got emotion. There's storytelling in there. I could hear all of that. So definitely pace that out. You don't have to do those flow tricks. You know what I'm saying? I would say save that for a time where you've mastered it. You know what I'm saying?
Like I feel like save that for the studio, right? Because I feel like that's something you need to punch in on. Like he probably wrote it with a studio mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so just like keep in mind you're hitting the stage and you have to adjust your writing to fit a stage. You know what I'm saying? But the content was good. I feel like had the verse continued the way the first part of it did, my score would have been higher. Mm-hmm. The reason it was what it was because I feel like 2/3 of the verse felt jumbled and 1/3 of the verse came through clear. Mm-hmm. So that's why it got what it got, but you have the potential to get a much higher score. Just making some adjustments, writing for the stage, and being polished. Just being polished.
Yeah, definitely look forward to seeing you back in January.
All right. Next up to the stage, Bonkers. Make some noise for Bonkers. Bonkers here. You here? Ready or not, here I go for it all. Deadly and hot, flashbacks and withdrawals. Striking a lot of mismatch heat. I'm a different path, kinda like the spot you can't reach. Been itching to get back to what I deserve. It's not optional, maybe y'all ain't heard, but I'm unstoppable. Cat scans of a tropic flow. Hotter than the tropical. Yeah. Cat scans of a catastrophic flow, hotter than the tropical. It's not optional, gotta go. Ready or not, here I go. Flashbacks and withdrawals. Hold up. Ready or not, here I go for it all. Deadly and hot, flashbacks and withdrawals. Striking a line of mismatch heat. I'm a different path, kinda like the spot you can't reach. Been itching to get back to what I deserve. It's not clothes. We came out from the bowl. Yeah. Gotta go all the way up. What the fuck? Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Time.
Not a whole lot to say. You just got, just got to prepare better next time, Bonky. So.
All right. Next up to the stage, Z-Bay the Poet. Make some noise for Z-Bay the Poet.
Shout out to Z-Bay. That was a pleasant surprise to see her signed up.
What up, hip hop? What's up, rapper? Y'all good? Let's go. Yeah.
We were far apart on this scoring too.
I'm just sorry, not sorry. Just poetically speaking, you know what I'm saying? Ding ding, step in my ring, rumble to the morning. Battleground so profound, you would think I'm lost, better catch it when I dress it. You feel it when I'm flexing, sipping me slightly big, never struggling with common sense. Gotta stay on my path, confrontation. I can't have a limitless competition. Pin them down, get that laugh, I fight. I win. Who this in my establishment? Like the light you loosen like my bootstrap. Uptight, backpack, feel a rat. So I'm ready for war. You understood the mission when Z-Bay stepped in the door. Metaphorically, metaphysically, get into your mentally. I'm causing chaos, leaving them statistically. Never know how this can be. Rappers under attack, so I'm killing this, shielding it and revealing it with this poetry. Verses like meteorites. I don't need to write. Keep on it, I call it. I'm falling up and see tonight. Terrific when I spit it. Lyrics and hieroglyphics, walking tough with these Egyptians. My freedom is the mission. Music is the passion, but not for this fashion. Every time I hear a verse, thoughts keep attracting. These fools acting, lights, camera, action. They be lost boys, I keep their backs for their passage. Far beyond average, my life lavish. Don't brag about this cabbage, but I keep it stacking. Playing priorities, I got these goals to achieve. I ain't fitting the seats, I keep fighting for your beats. I go down on the bass drum, high for these hot cats. Any track, I run laps around these fat cats. These are poet backs. Yeah, I spit that till they had their weak. And they punchlines weak. And they be talking about shit they ain't living in these streets. But then I stay stress free. And my mind's reality. And I don't be frontin' for no camera on no green screen. The screen, I'm seeing, I'm living in a dream. Disrespect for this culture might be Janet, then I wanna scream. They telling stories, they bore me. I represent these elements, my elegance and talent set. Check me out, and their rhymes irrelevant. I feel sad at times, no portrait ain't lying. And every time you trying to climb about the barrel, somebody's there to pull you down. Pipeline, I'm not a waste of time. My mind's divine.
I fuck with Z-Bay on that.
Yeah.
A lot of flow switches, not too much complexity in the content. You know what I'm saying? No real lines that super jumped out. You know what I'm saying? But I like the projection, the confidence, the flow. I fucked with it.
Yeah, I agree. And listening back, I would have given it another point. I think in the building, I think it was where I was sitting. I had a hard time understanding her. And so to me, it sounded more jumbled. But listening right here, it sounded good, yo. I would have definitely bumped it up a point. And my apologies on that. I probably could have been in a better spot of the room. I think I was eating at that time and was sitting off to the side, slightly in a bad spot for the speakers. So, but yeah, that was good.
Bad. Shout out to Z-Bay, the Poet Community 50/50. They have residents rapidly, eternally. So always make sure y'all go check out the community 50/50 table and contribute to the community.
All right. Next up to the stage, Dave Fruit.
Yo, what's good, y'all? I ain't been here for video, fresh out, radio, only, rap only, CBS News, everything playing. All hate, but I ain't really impressed by that bullshit that you make up. It's ironic how these fat niggas be going to get his shape up. And this ain't what we meant when we told you to get your weight up. And niggas business, nah, that's only my clothing. Cause I don't give a fuck who you pray to or who you poking. I burn your soul in, like my ankles was swollen. Cause I was spitting ether before non-fungible tokens. Before your mom poked the ass out for your dad to hold it. At the freestyle clinic, a nigga had a cold in, ass street. I had rappers past stress. CBS News gave me my first rap check. That was 97. A player finding heaven. I studied the arc and I followed the star and crescent. Guess I lost niggas trying to follow the trail. Got on running in circles like dogs after they tail. Rats acting excuses like pigs after they tail. Anything to get they ass from back in the cell. I went to shits that probably put me under the jail. New white Jesus had you under the spell. Mickey Mouse niggas mesmerized by Fantasia. Acknowledge the God and taught Europe and Asia. The blessings and the lessons, the reckless till you learn it yet. You ain't gotta lie, son. We know you read the permit to be nappy. You wanna pursue happy? I'ma spit the truth. I ain't trying to be too rappy. Who's laughing? You sweeter than blue taffy. So far ahead, I'ma die before you catch me. Pivoting Broad Street, riveting heartbeats. You doing the Lord me? I'm spitting some broccoli, cause it's about life. While you worshiping death. That's why niggas with blinkies, you the first to respect. On my name, I'm a ride, embroidered on my chest. I come from kings and queens, my family crest. Defeated the Germans before you needed a sermon. And told on your homeboy, eager to turn into a Greek. See, I'm a geek that was street, African style, Italian leather sneaks complete. Cause niggas is weak, and a whole squad is feckless. I ain't gotta grace the premise to make my presence.
Yo, my nigga Dave Fruit got off. He was talking on that.
Yeah, I fuck with him.
He had a little stumble in there. I still gave him an 8.5. I probably could have, with the stumble, man, I gave him an 8. You know what I'm saying? But I think I was more so focused on like clean parts. He definitely was talking in there. I like the part he messed up. It was like one of my favorite lines. He said something like a pig chasing his tail. We was talking about the rats. But then it's like I couldn't get the clear end on that. But you know, he had a lot of good content in there. I just like the approach.
All right, next up to the stage, Mickey Biz. Make some noise for Mickey Biz, y'all. Mickey Biz here? No Mickey Biz? Okay. Next up to the stage, Balu. Make some noise for Balu, y'all.
I was proud of this performance.
Thanks. Yeah. This beat is crazy. I ain't been this focused since I had roaches on the north side. Had to nap with my eyes open to relax. Took tabs, left my mind frozen. Then I fire back like it's God's and I'm flying notice. Back focus like massage, forward in the bar. You know the bar, tell that nigga it's gonna be a war. In the middle of the night, 3 blocks off abroad, and it's the rhythm of the night. I need to sing the bars. Don't blame the bars. I was trying to do it Yahweh. Making moves, I forgot how I do it Yahweh. Do the knowledge, then flip it like I do karate. Deuteronomy, some weed, I'm the new Hokage. The new Celeste, I super duper through your body. Move the body, but God must be moving my pen. Like a prophet, I'm getting comfy in the pocket. Backfire like it's Boba Fett, jet rocket. Return shots at the hop. I'm back popping like chiropractor. Get stretched to your back popping. Is there a doctor in the house? I'm in the catch bodies. But can he off on himself like Cheddar Bobby? No better options. I'm cutting off all exit. Slaughter your arteries. I hope you.
That was a crazy Dr. Wansky shot. I didn't even peep that was a Dr. Wansky shot.
What was the line again?
He said, "Is there a doctor in the house? But can he operate?" Where he's like, "Can he operate on himself?" Some shit like that. Like, shit.
You can do your body, move the body, but God must be moving my pen. Like a prophet, I'm getting comfy in the pocket. Backfire like it's Boba Fett, jet rocket. Return shots at the hop. I'm back popping like chiropractor. Get stretched to your back popping. Is there a doctor in the house? I'm in the catch bodies. But can he off on himself like Cheddar Bobby? No better options. I'm cutting off all exits. Slaughter your arteries.
Can he op on himself?
Can he op on himself?
Can he op on himself like Cheddar
shit?
Bob shit? That's
That
hard.
is crazy. Like
Op on himself. The bot for the go from the doctor shit to the op. That like that's crazy.
Wow. That's a fucking bar. I don't even know how to categorize that. That's like a.
And that's the thing with the.
That's like a triple on.
That's like a. It's like a chain. It's like a.
It's a chain on.
It's a chain punch. Yeah, it's a chain on.
That song we got to get to with his critique, because he's getting close. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But there's a few things.
Yeah,
let's let him finish.
Let's let him finish.
Camouflage, long tees, but conceal weapons. Predators better pray. I do not feel threatened. I let it off and they hungry kids raising the strong 9 hammered in the lessons. Baby like the Barbie bag, got his kill breakfast. Damn, I swear I'm on the spectrum. Boy, I'm way too high, man. Won't nobody test them. I score way too high when the leg pressing, the head missing, the arms, legs twitching.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Couple little places to smooth out in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
if he ended a little bit stronger.
Definitely,
you know what I'm saying?
Gotta stick to landing.
Yeah. Just find
like that.
They just find a way for them lines, you know, to hit, to make the crowd go crazy in the moment.
Right.
It's like it's really in the setup. You know what I'm saying? Like his writing is fire.
It's because of the flow. Like he uses a flow. You know what I'm saying? He's a rhythm rapper. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to like give you those the deliberate setup landed punch shit, because he's like like a pause, like a belly dancer of a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like you kind of gotta get into his shit, and I caution telling him to break from that, because it could be what makes him him. And I've heard people give him props on his flow, like other MCs, like, yo, your flow is like that.
You know, but that's the thing. The flow to set it up different doesn't mean it has to flow different. The setup is in the writing. Right. You know what I'm saying? And how you like go into the bar. And so like I definitely think he should keep his delivery and flow the same. And I think it's another case of like, it's really good for like studio, right? But it's just making the adjustment for the stage. That's what I mean by adjusting the setup, right? So that it's quicker to grasp for some of the people in the crowd. But to be honest, that shit was fire. You know what I'm saying? That shit was fire.
That shit was super fire. Super fire.
Are you trying to one up me? I said it was fire. You said it's super fire. Were you trying to one up me?
I'm trying to let niggas know. Nah, some great lines in there. And that Dr. Wansky Cheddar Bob line was nuts.
You know what? He had, hold on. He is good for some crazy bars, fam. It's the same nigga that said he wanted the 3 6s, nigga.
All 6s.
Yo, that's one of my favorite Rapper League bars of all time, fam. Like that nigga can put together a bar without a doubt, fam. Like
facts. Shout out to Bob. I want to say
just do this. Just walk them into it. You feel what I'm saying? Like say you get into a scuffle, you get into an argument with somebody, and then you act like you're gonna piece it up. You know what I'm saying? You stick your hand out for the handshake. When they grab it, you bring them into the punch. Yo, just do that. Just do that. Just bring them into it.
And just a little more clarity in conveying the words. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing. I think just a little bit of smoothing that out a little bit, just making sure you enunciate everything in a way that, you know what I mean, can be heard. But great improvement, great way to end the season. That was a redemption performance right there.
Time to wake up.
All right. Next up to the stage, Jordy. Make some noise for Jordy, y'all.
If you thought that I was dead, well, I'm back to flip the shirt. Last time that I slipped, but I got my grip, so body and you gotta notice it. That I'm supposed to be working weak, as I'm wrecking it like drop a race off drop. My last time I can see that pop, but like that burns, I'm here to burn it down. You can try to drown me out, but you'll hear me everywhere, like surround sound, like a Keegan breath. Welcome to the dog pound. Don't hound me, I've been a level locked down, so it ain't double me. Once I'm on the dog house, the shit you been sucking is getting kinda loud. But it's all about no fight, like a knife and a gun fight. It's the simple man, I cook the night. When I finish with these guys, it's out of sight, out of mind. And I'm out of mind, but give it time and I'll be fine. Still, I won't be satisfied until my round will knock me through the school time. So I can get my job and focus on design. And my girl never has to work another day in her life. Even after that, I still won't stop my grind. I feel like I finally hit my stride with from the tight. But the more I unwind, I find I might be one of the best on the mic. But that aside, I realize that I ain't even hit my time. It's been a ride with my drive and eat, stop at any time soon. So what I might do is try to fly to a new thing and I get to it. I'm being for real too. All the shit talking you've been doing doesn't leave much room for me to keep it kosher. Just like Chick-fil-A, I don't want no peace. Want to keep the peace, but still not afraid to speak my peace. See my fire shine, so like that. Shouldn't trade, I wouldn't be authentic. Ever like this, not me so to be something wrong with it. Someone called it back before I get a little wonky with it. But if I did it, I would be strong with it. Nothing off limits. Now where was I at? Let's see. Okay, let me catch the wave before I'm making another mistake. So let's see if you're ready for a spicy take. I should be rookie of the year if my memory serves me correctly, and it doesn't. So that's probably why I'm here. But I'm soon to be there on here, so let me make it clear. I'm back to review it, cause my rise to the top tier is closer than it appears.
All right. Next up to the stage, Chef Token.
All right, so Jordy, I like he made it through everything. It was clean. I think
let me go give it.
Bruh. Never mind. Go ahead.
No, please.
Yeah. Nah, he ain't deserve no 8, cuz.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that.
Yeah,
Definitely gonna have to agree with you on
I
that.
don't know, like, all
He
right.
started out hella rough, you know what I mean? He never
Yeah,
and it never really caught on.
So I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the stream just now, but it's
It's like he sped the beat up, right?
yo, I swear, it seemed like the beat was
Like, how did
speeding
your-
up and slowing down. I swear to God, it seemed like the beat was speeding up and slowing down with him though. But I thought it was the stream. I swear, I think it was the stream, yo. I don't know what it sounded like on your end, but on my end, it seemed like it was speeding up and slowing down a
But at the same time, I kind of feel like I heard it that night. I kind of feel like I heard it that night. It's like he had like a power to make the beats speed up. I mean, it's got to get a little bit better. Well,
I wouldn't
probably a lot of bit better with the flow, the lyrical content.
It's really for real. It's just pacing. You know what I'm saying? It's just pacing. Like, and is this something he just has to work on? It's just pacing.
But I've heard him do a lot. I've heard him do a lot better than this.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I thought this was pretty solid. I was able to hear it all, and this is the thing. He says some all right lines in there. It's just like the way they like. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, it was solid.
It's the pacing.
It's
you know, a lot of like.
And it's like you have to know where to take your pauses that and your like your breaths. Like I would all right, so this is the thing. Like I feel like he tries to do complicated schemes and writing. So I think he has an understanding of multis and like certain devices, but he runs them together. And the thing is, you want to let your lines breathe a bit so that people have time to catch it and react to it. And so it's like after you drop one of those, you know what I mean? Like take a breath, you know what I'm saying? Wait till the next downbeat and then jump back in there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. There'll be some lines in there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I said, it's just the pacing.
Yeah,
I gotta go grab this water from the car. I gotta get this case of water. I keep telling the kids I was gonna get it. I'll be right back.
All right. Did you say something? Did he say something? Did he want to say something?
I said I'll dial in from my phone to listen to the next one while I go grab it.
All right.
No, it's just talking, yeah.
Just talking.
Yeah. What up, man? Y'all hear me? Okay. Yeah.
Stash the quotas, unpacking boulders for over shoulders.
Okay.
Stash the quotas, unpacking boulders for over shoulders. I wrap your shoulders and shit bags, the war's over. And I am total, but don't believe it, cause I ain't told you. My hand over the right, that's an eye closure. My stand over the night, look in your eyes closer. Shots from the shotgun, making sure he don't die sober. I sky over, I sleep with stars, palm oceans. Being closer like coffee grinds, third eyes open. Waking up in the mortal, I had the conversations. Put me in the shit like I'm circle bound to find a COVID. Been getting paid for their thoughts, what's the bullet costing? I keep them shits by the bulk, don't have to visit
often. I swear the money is good, but gangsta shit exhausting. I've been kicking the black and nigga had two things. Joker butter, touch in the hood, tip in the suitcase. Black car business is good, paper like 2 aces. Shit, that's a Boston. Trust me, the hand is flawless. Push grip when I touch on the stick when you're talking. It's never as long, continue working often. Offset this shit, it's cowboy and toss it. And then a horse kick, on some ride horror shit. Like it's the 4th, horror flip. Kept on shooting up moratorium before I started exploiting them. I passed the torch on them, unfortunate, fortunate. Should have forewarned them, look at my dog and pass the plate. Fresh off the farm and I'm in my farm. Been working with a strong pen, second man, alligator foreskin, like a door hinge. Damn it, I'm creeping, I've been around the corner, I'm hugging on the block. The semi nose is digging holes, I love it, feel the plot. Stick to this quick with not trying to improve. I tried to eat it and problem, my nose is kind of smooth. I'm more hurt than Colin, Roper brothers like Bannon. I aired out the house, let some call it a band. See that rule I've been scanning, tap in and out, sending. You ain't getting the message, that make the text was jamming. And I ain't out over for jamming, I'm understanding. That man is spreading some shit, brother, we're up with Shannon. I couldn't make a beat, dropping my name in the brand. I couldn't wipe with your pen, damn it, I'm left-handed.
Yo, Chef Token snapped. Lots of wordplay. Like the wordplay is like the Ayatollah and I had told you something. Like it was a lot of that all through there. Plus it was some crazy lines in there. Like it's in the imagery, like, you know, it's like we say talking about going to cop the bullets. It's like, yo, I buy in bulk. I ain't gotta visit often. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just that those types of wordings, like those types of statements are very cryptic. I like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't write with the pen, which I'm left-handed. Like, you know, it's a lot of, there was a lot of technical things went on in that verse. You know what I'm saying? There was a little bit of enunciation issues towards the middle part where it started to lose its momentum because there wasn't a clarity in the enunciation, but that could be smoothed out. I think he's getting a lot better with that. Chef Token is one of the most improved of this season for sure. You're muted.
No, I was saying him and Balu are have improved nicely throughout the season for real.
Yeah, I think, you know, Balu had some rough areas up to this particular episode. Like I think he was improving, and then he hit a low where he wasn't even getting through his shits for like a couple episodes. Chef Token has been a consistent improvement, increasing. Like you could just tell, like the lyrical dexterity is just getting better and better each month. Little dips and flows here, but
yeah,
he's really kind of come into a space, like, and I mean, put up a 25.5. Yeah, I think that was one of the craziest. That was a crazy verse. My favorite one from him yet.
Next up to the stage. Verse. Make some noise for intro verse, y'all.
Rap League, what's good? How we feeling tonight? Hip hop, please run that shit. Yeah. Yeah. My first couple of ciphers, I was happy to rap, but now I want the last word like we're arguing stats. Student of human condition, that's an arduous fact. Ruler of my own conviction, so we're starting with that. To love my vision, my skills make it hard to attack. Steadily trimming like you rappers are a part of the fact. Message be given to those who gather like cats in the dark.
folks even are. I see the strain in your face like the holding apart. We just want you out the road like the homie bizarre. Cause never again, rap across from where you told me to start. Rap across your face with the clothesline of these bars. Catalog every clean hit. I'm on some lead shit. Roll up like Evo, turn your stomach like a seasick. You'll be yelling at nothing like you're out in some traffic. You're ghosting harder than Lena. House of the Dragon. Be honest, you're an embarrassment. Nina's no comparison. Grounded on remain of keratin. Go ahead and stare at it. Mine is a bottle of wine that no food is paired with. In the lane of my own, so don't swerve with the carelessness. I'm the juggernaut. Never call with my momentum boss. Chugging jerk the snake venom sauce until the sun is gone. You bunch of under punching pussies, I advise you run along. Tonight's the night that I run it up from the underdog. Stack with light without bringing heat like the summer dawn. I heard your first track and I skip to another song until it's fucking off. Give your record a huffing jaw. It's looking like 100 lost. No fire, ovens off. Mine is a mire of issues that persist with you, you freaky goof. Fighting so hard that the chicken tooth. Mr. Q, curtain call for you is so despicable. You want to be seen so bad you're practically invisible. Stick and move attention tools. Calming your flesh. You start to get back scared of like the hollow within. Hardly attempt to be composed that might cause effect. Drop your arms at the wrist and let you starve in a pit. Playing you won't remain the buck. I'm on the arsonist shit. Don't hate your run. I leave you like the cars in the dish. Can't look at me when I spit because it's awful legit. Can't look in the mirror because it reflects a part of you sick. That's your verse, rap release in the finale. What the fuck is up?
He was back sharp. He had some slick lines. We gather like bats in the dark. Different, you know what I mean? The flow pattern, I mean the rhyme pattern was pretty much connecting all the way through.
Yeah. That was solid. That was real good.
Yeah, we, wasn't, I didn't feel like there was like these like super crazy lines that were landing.
Yeah. There were like good punches, but there weren't like any haymakers or knockout blows. You know what I'm saying? Right. But there was like a lot of good stuff in there though.
Definitely a lot of good content. The flow was sharp. Yeah, man, he got a 9 from me. Yeah, intro verse, pretty consistent, man. It's good to have him back. It's been a while. I know he's watching too, so shout out to intro verse. He should be stepping in the ring pretty soon, so stay tuned for that information.
I'm excited to see that battle.
All right. Next step to the stage, C Spicy. Make some noise for C Spicy, y'all.
Yo. Hey man, I want to say shout out Rap Elite, shout out Radio, Frank, Name Brand, Hip Hop, everybody in the building, man. I love this shit, man. Let's get it. I know that was really nice. I'm gonna be really fucking mean though, so you know how this works. Shout out Anderson on this beat too. Young BC boy, I'm about to kick it. Shout out Richmond. I'm on stage, still famous like I'm Beast Chicken. They getting shocked when I put the switch in. Count the tickets, say they see the bag, I'm about to get it. Overused to brag, I'm just so used to winning. They go and drop my name in the this can't help the grinning. I guess these little bitch ass rappers want another mission. Y'all can't fuck with me like you practicing in retention. Pause for Zoom, I'm about to zoom, grabbing the mic and I'm bringing them through. They heard fuck you in MVP and not you know MF Doom. That's all Kappa, I'm all bad when it comes to blues. I'm gonna bring out the proof. T-Bear always going 3-0. Coming very soon. Had a blood in my head when I came out the woods, and they know what's going to put the 2. I'm getting so the 2. Dropping the beat and I'm going to boot. Feel like I'll be controlling the room. Poppy wheels say roll on hoop. God damn, I'm just holding these things. You don't give a fuck, you just roll on through. I'm just keeping it real when I push my whiskey. The fuck out my lane, throw a banana. Feel like it's Mario Kart, like you take a wheel. Throwing your cards around the plate. You worry about it, bar like you a shovel you. I can stand by, fuck how you feel. See spicy, the equivalent to a Nashville hot cocoa field. Close the chapter on all these wannabe Emcee actors. Like pull up with they old girls just so I get that X factor. Goddamn, big game, I need chiropractor. How the celebration with real life would sound like she's a rapper. Like domination, I hope boy got captured. Like Islam rap god, I'll save my lines for the battle. Invite y'all to the rap shit, y'all will eat it up like fat bastard. Little green on me to the tax, turn up the cake break like a fracture. I'm about to drop out, produced by Zach Farrell. Shout out my dad stealing them biscuits out of Cracker Barrel. Shout out my mom helping me realize my thoughts are feral. I'm crazy, but I still go in clean, I'm flowing stale. And everybody know why I'm here, man, you can check the apparel. It's victory and death, I leave you rappers in peril. Let's go. Hey, man. C-Spicy99 on my Instagram.
Shout out to C Spicy, man. Another one that's been improving all season. You see it in his numbers. I think in this particular joint, he did get in this space where he wasn't enunciating in the fast flow that great, and also he ran out of breath. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check the breath control. And it's not even so much a breath control issue. It's more so just like you're putting too much. The way you're writing is you're putting too much on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta kind of
just dial it back a bit.
Yeah.
Y'all just remember when y'all are hitting that stage. This is the thing. You're gonna be rapping louder on stage than you most likely will be practicing at home and in your car. You'll likely be louder on stage, like yelling louder, and so compensate for that in your writing with leaving pockets to breathe. Just know, like when you're hitting that stage and you're performing, you're most likely pushing it out of your body, harder than you would normally than you've been practicing. So
yeah, because I mean, you don't really have a lot of space to just yell out your rhymes. You know what I mean? A lot of times, cats be practicing at work or at home, and there's people in the house. You ain't trying to really yell, so you really just trying to get your words down. But then you're on stage, rapping is full. You got to stand up. You know what I'm saying? You got a microphone in your hand. Everything starts to wear on you a lot faster, you know what I'm saying? So definitely compensate for that. And also with C Spicy, don't over rely on the fast flow. You know what I'm saying? Right. I would definitely say, master being able to captivate that crowd without jumping into the fast flow, so that you can utilize that as a weapon as opposed to a crutch.
Right, because some of the most memorable lines was when he was using it, when he slowed it up a bit. Like that Cracker Barrel shit was funny as hell.
Right. I like the he had the trade with the MF Doom, because that was something that people only know in the chat, because Trey hadn't been familiar at all with MF Doom, and they put him on to that. So like, he's like, how you win MVP and don't know who MF Doom is. So shout out to C Spicy, man. He's definitely made a name for himself this season. He'll also have a battle coming up. We'll be talking about that pretty soon.
That's another thing I wanted to say. C Spicy has really become a character. And I enjoy the character that he is for Rapper League. So shout out.
He's also brought the most attendance into the building all season long.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to that. Because for those that don't realize it, that's what helps keep this thing alive. That's what grows this thing, is bringing people in the building. You know what I mean? It's cool. Everybody come and rap. But you want to have people to rap for. You know what I'm saying? So bring your people.
Follow me on Spotify, everywhere else. Thank you.
So that domination bar was why.
Next up to the stage, Exit 23. Make some noise for Exit 23, y'all.
Yo, what's happening? I'm about to channel the energy of how my leg feels. I hate shit talking to Scribe outside. Like, you can see it. Like, my leg is bleeding, so I'm about to rap how my leg feels. That shit hurt like a bitch, man. God damn. Yeah. Yo. Life have been cool, nigga. I'm stressed out. Tired of niggas talking shit, sticking their neck out. Soon as I punch in, all that shit finna stop. Fight tight, somebody get it dropped. This ain't no hip hop shit. Just like my album, I came back for revenge. Me versus them. Had to cross the James River to see who gon' sink and swim. On a stand like David, the silver plate. Digging in a little soda on the side. Been ready to test the pen. Click, clack, grab the mic, X back. Break them down the size, extra large. Don't forget that, cause they not finna fit that. I hope they finish their verse. Say his name like a curse. I got 200 for a hearse. 2-minute power play. Put a nigga in a box of a Benny in the tray. Telling niggas hold my rocks. Mortal Kombat, there's a new character I unlocked. And I'll be damned if I lose my fucking spot to a chef on top. I hope y'all feeling important today. This verse is better than anything y'all recorded today. This your captain speaking. Stand down so your mission aborted. Don't even come on stage, I promise. You can't afford to count your tokens, dog. I got jaws in mind too. Bullets for everybody, but today I chose you. Charm and a flamethrower out the window with an ash back and shot right off the glass and take a shot. Another glass, I'm on your ass. Oh shit, y'all fucked up. They putting this on tape. Can't wait to see y'all getting jumped up. They looking at me strange. This motherfucker jacked up for looking at me strange. Brain matter, don't play a jack, bro. Pull my trap card, stop rapping, go get some raps, bro. I started on the stage, y'all can see me, read the stats, bro. You rap just like the born ass books. You got your name from. You old enough to be my son, you lame ass bum. I know we in the nigga. Tonight we in the kitchen. Ask the Lord for some help. Y'all on the suicide mission. Forgive me, my plate empty. I'm straddling the fence. Should I let a nigga slide? Or leave some evidence, causing panic in this shit. Get all latest with this shit. When I see you, don't try to shake my hand. You a bitch. I'm not the nigga to fuck with. It's Exit 23. You know what the fuck going on? Yes, sir.
Yo, I really like that verse. I probably should have scored it about 0.5 or higher. To be honest with you, I really like that verse. I thought that was one of his best verses.
Definitely. That was his best performance for me. Just being like vocal projection wise, confidence wise. I think like lyrically, there were just some really like dope things that he did wordplay wise in there. And also like there was just a level of like sinister aspect.
I really like that. Yep, that's what I liked about it. And I don't think I saw that in him before. And I really like that.
Yeah, I fucked with that. That was a good joint. That was a good verse. I hate that. Well, let's just what would we score that joint? I gave it an 8.5. He gave it an 8. Ease gave it a 7. I'm gonna say for the record, I did score C Spicy high. I definitely scored C Spicy high. I gave C Spicy a 9.5. I scored him high. I probably would have gave him more like an 8.5, to be honest with you, just because of some of the loss in clarity in that flow. You know what I'm saying? I want to be very, very clear about that.
I agree with that.
All right. Next up to the stage, Pot Burner. Make some noise for Pot Burner.
Pot Biggity.
This nigga's verse was so crazy, so.
Pot Biggity.
Yo. Yes, sir.
Gas on that when I'm around, I'm getting action back. When I'm in your town, I know the plug. That rap pounds the more, popping tags, Mac the more. A box of mags, count on the floor. MJ, I'm off the wall. 2K, your boy brawl. No 2 things, your boy brawl. Ain't got shooters on call. I'm maneuvering through all. 2 door, fucking make it 4. 2 horse, 4 threesomes, fucking make it 4. He got 2 of that, fucking make it 4. You like rain, I make it 4. Bang, bang at your door. Look what your action caused. Me setting fire to your pores. Fuck fire, I retire your boss. 8 lines of mine can cross. You won't need more than a cross. Floors, AMG, double 6'3". Look, that's looking sickly. Got him shook hand speed. A Michael Bixby. At 16, I had 16s. Spit 16, clip 16. One in the head, make your bitch scream. The one that rap low steam. I stay strapped low key. My whole team on go. No cream is a no-no. Go broke and shoot guns up like I logo. One smoke, stomach shot, no blow off from a bloody block. Yeah, home no pop logo. Move a ready rock, I say cop. Make it rain like hard play sharp. Start, keep the talk. It's about to be a mess. It's coroners, fuck the EMS. Look forward to a seal. Sex, money, murder, the rest. Skeet on the breast, dog. I see the best. Why the fuck aim at your chest, bro? I bang with the best. Bang on my chest. And chance hit through the doom, doom, doom. Silence such as I like doom, 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 doom. My pussy, push me, It's not a wild.
That nigga's so fire, son.
If I lose, it's the live news. Reporting the story. Stash the 40, hit the crib, watch some Rick and Morty. How about shorty blinking on me, liquor creeping on me. Done slow, wake your ass up if you sleeping on me. You feeling froggy? The shit start leaping on me. I keep it on me just in case. From a shell case to a cold case, give me some distance space. I'm from a different place, blood give you a different taste. How in that grace I erase with this equal plate, pick the state. I'm everywhere like an interstate. I can't stop, my shit too hot. How pop shit, my shit pop. Burn up!
Yo,
That was fire.
that was the first nigga to get me out my seat that night. Like,
Yes, sir.
that nigga lit that shit up, fam.
Yeah.
You went crazy.
He went stupid. He give me, it's that era, fam. Like,
Yeah.
he just remind me, he just take me back.
He was talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he be talking that shit, man. That shit.
I gave, he was my first 10 of the night.
Yeah, I could have scored him higher, to be honest with you. That shit was fire.
Definitely.
I gave him a 9. I probably would give him a 9.5 in retrospect.
I would have gave him a 29. I'd have put him on par with his nephew.
Next up to the stage is Luxury Prize here. No luxury. No.
That was a great surprise.
Next up to the stage, Trap. Make some noise for Trap, y'all. Whoa, wait a minute. Excuse me, sorry, Trap. Luxury Prize. Peace and love, how y'all doing? Damn. What's up, man? What's up? Draw that shit. Hey, what's up, man? You say what's up to you? Yeah, what's up, man? Love. So please keep my name out your mouth unless you trying to get cocked on and popped on, nigga. Say please keep my name out your mouth unless you trying to get cocked on and popped on, nigga. Say please keep my name out your mouth unless you trying to get cocked on and popped on, nigga. I go by Luxury Prize, man. Look. Back against the wall and start swinging, catch you a fly hook, speak from experience, been through it all. I know how lines look, quick lick for 15 at the ball, moving with some wise crooks, pull up straight tight, doing it all, just to get the size looks a different breed. You can't slide, thinking you can war with me, cause war with me, you gonna resort to heat, hope you adore the street, cause the boys and me is schizophrenic and they gon' act accordingly, even though the lawyers see so organic, they don't ignore the beef. Lord, let me relax before I black out. He grabs straps, help fortune and take these shots. Frat house, you don't want to know what that about. It's dangerous. Just do the type of plays with the harm to hope the same shit. No matter what the language is, I'm truly authentic. There's a 68 in the pen. Never thought about snitching. Took a plea and did my 10. Never bitch throughout the sentence. Get out some sticky situations and would have got you stuck in it. You fuck niggas look. So please keep my name out your mouth unless you trying to get copped on and popped on, nigga. Said please keep my name out your mouth unless you trying to get copped on and popped on, nigga. Said please keep my name out your mouth unless you trying to get copped on and popped on, nigga. Said please keep my name out your mouth cause I really been through it, ain't got nothing to prove. Rise, man. All right.
Prize was fire.
A1 Prize.
You know what I'm saying? Super
Yeah.
surprise prize. Prize was a surprise. But you know, rapid fire, slick lines, conviction. obviously, you know, he gave us the hook in the beginning, and it takes up a lot of space. So it doesn't give me the position to give him the higher score I would have liked to give him, but he got a 9. I thought it was fitting.
Next up to the stage, Trap. Make some noise for Trap, y'all.
Yeah, I run it. Yeah. How's everybody feeling tonight? Word? Okay. This goes out to fucking Elijah from your RDA. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look, I wrote this shit in the parking lot, I procrastinated. But working out loud while rapping is so exasperated. And I don't mean to be complaining or exaggerated. But yo, my lack of responses has got me agitated. Unexpectedly fucking to my trajectory. That's why you see me cooking on stage without no recipes. Rest in peace to anybody that gets the test of me. Chop their fucking head off their neck and then press it at their feet. Man, I didn't get this beat till fucking Thursday. First day I had it, I was stressing in the worst ways. But that don't matter, man, I'm still gunning for first place. You know I'm coming, I do whatever these verses say. Till I drop, I'm gonna rock to the top. Round the clock, on the dot, like a rock, like a rock. You know I will remain solid. I will retain my knowledge that I obtained from falling. I hear my name, they calling. I'll look back on this track. If it's whack, they won't clap. I know that. Matter of fact, I'll adapt. Cause you know I've been moving too fast. People get flash, gotta look like who's that. Wanna dip past, feel like a dad, go back and dip back. Now I gotta roll too fast and zigzag. Zigzagging my pattern is so erratic. The ladder's up to the attic, or clattering when I grab it. And talking back is your habit. Shut your mouth before I slap it, Jack Nicholson, break the door with a hatchet, I see things in the stars when I'm up there gazing. Like me walking into this bar, fucking up the occasion. And splitting all this shit from my heart is fucking amazing. Then walk right out to somebody's car and puff it on blazing. Nothing to save them, I'm lost and amazing. This labyrinth, picture someone would grab him and take him back to the start. Cause this contraption I'm trapping is really compacting my art. And every person that passes only been acting a part. But I've been cast as a star, the leading role. To find what's at the end of the passage I need to know. And as I'm drifting closer to madness, I see the glow. Like damn it, what is it? Like damn it, what is it? Like damn it, what is it? You know I, till I drop, I'm gonna rock to the top. Round the clock, on the dot, I won't stop like a rock. You know I will remain solid. I will retain my knowledge that I obtained from falling. I hear my name, they calling. I'll look back on this track. If it's whack, they won't clap. I know that. Matter of fact, I'll adapt. Thank you, it's Trap.
Yo,
He's
Trap,
fire.
man, clarity. He's got one of the best rapping voices and deliveries. Period. Like it's just everything that he does since he's started with Rap Elite. It just cuts through. His voice just cuts through. Crazy.
Yeah, he's really fire. I like that. I like the use of the M flow too.
Yeah,
This bag, the zigzags, and this weed. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
And it's worth noting, he hadn't had the beat very long. And he wasn't going to rap. When he got there, he was like, yo, I'm not gonna do, he had to do the 5-on-5, and he was like, I'm not gonna do the open cipher. And you know, he was on Eli from Here RBA's team, and this was a very pivotal episode for him to not have a 0 in. And he's like, yo, I need you to, you know what I'm saying? I need you to do your thing. So he pulled in and pulled it together and put on a fucking show for having that shorter notice. So shout out to Trap for that. Shout out to Eli for putting the battery in his back. Like, yo, I need you. You're like, yeah, I guess you got an hour to get it together.
Hey, yo, stick around for the 5-on-5 cypher. I'm also on that joint.
Yes, make sure y'all stick around for the 5-on-5, right? Next up to the stage, Islam Rap God. Make some noise for Islam Rap God, y'all. Yo, rap lead. What's up? Yeah. Nigga. Hey, y'all. I be that cypher, real slow flow, like lighters. When I black lighters and set fire, the hit man behind your causes, legal responses. A paradox couldn't save you. From the beat you're receiving, pushing your big back, receiving aid, leaving you from the herd. When I big fake, pray, think I'm the Bellator, metaphors, massive similes, lyrically. I'm that hood nigga, turning to keep that same energy when you see me. If y'all niggas master the art, then I'm kimchi. I'm loaded like that's the never pretty me. The flow swing, that shit got go to murder. Type Kenzie, you pretend to be hard. But on that DL like Julio. Battle the guard, you're breaking your own heart. Julio, that beef with God, that's cool, bro. Get your dogs, that's like Mickey barking and food Joe. I shoot the food Joe is full of masticated pieces. That's a masterpieces. The movie crowd with telekinesis. But my exegesis, and if anyone reaches my 9 diseases, prefer a chronic pleases to say that he's an extremist. They got call him Jesus, respect to the man of God. Nigga, that shit is a breaches. So we beat your tweakers to in the tail. Cause for real, Allah Akbar really means kill, kill, kill. Respect to the man of God. We gonna work a nigga for real. Tell the man I got no chill when the war's on. I search for the truth. When it's smoke, the gun is drawn. They knew when I'm spitting beef on sight on mics. Whenever I write, they fear stricken, they checking. Nigga, I'm Peter Griffin. When I'm spitting, driven by how I call my balls and my falls. They like Saul. It's all good, man, when I'm passing the ball. Right to the jaw, put it in space like bar. Right to the jaw, put it in space like a car. Might even jump in southpaw, nigga. Ball up a rapper, always cadaver the science. When I triumph like the wound. Competition vegans, I make them vegetable, nigga.
He's fire. Yeah, he's fire.
Always, you know what I'm saying? Offering cadavers to science. He had that slip up in there. I probably would have dropped him a 0.5 for that. Probably would have went more 8.5-ish. You know what I'm saying? But another solid verse from Islam Rap God.
Yeah, he's fire. That's my first time seeing him live.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the favorites of mine.
Yeah.
He's another new character this season, another new Rap Elite character, for real. So yeah, excited. He's also gonna be stepping in the Southpaw ring as well. So stay tuned for that announcement.
Shout out to Sneeze. Shout out to my motherfucking Sneeze. Next up to the stage, Pharaoh, y'all. Make some noise for Pharaoh.
Yo. Last episode season. How y'all feeling? I ain't got much to say. We'll save the topic for 5v5. Meanwhile, this shit sound like a spaghetti western or some shit. You know, fork in the road, twisted metal type shit. Guess I got a lot on my plate, huh?
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, I caught that on the spot.
Right.
Yeah, I caught that on the spot.
So we out here flexing.
Look, twisted metal is hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It sounds like spaghetti western or twisted metal. Guess I got a lot on my plate. It's hard, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, it's hard.
So you know how I'm about to cut. Just like whack the competition with a tissue. Pick the face off and they came with some utensils that ain't beneficial to their potential. Hack into their system like phlegm. We wire their chords on instrumentals. Now they
hack
need
into
the
the system like phlegm.
Make them cough with their spirit. Heart beating slow. Asking for smoke. Voice box gone. Mic to your throat. Now keep your chin strong. Kick them in the hole even though the pit is full. I don't sympathize, I just pay fools, dog and bitches, now the pit.
The pit is full, I just pity.
No sympathize, I pity.
Blades shooting arrows from the pit, fool. But y'all the one smashing brothers talking about
always want to see it do his best till they be shit they question, now they want to test. Ironic, they never pass it yet. Purple beam hit the Django Fett, illuminated headedness or head.
Django Fett.
I'm just a Jedi on a jet. You know, light as air. The reference to the crystal in the eyes that ain't a threat. But it's better than trying to gamble on a gambit every time you get your feet wet. This is Aang if he never left the temple on his template. Still a shock what happened behind my back. Keep watch with the windows cracked. Looking out for Ninos and some narcissists. Really, this what happens when the narcissist walking, stalking like we got Marcus's. Claim to be your Wayne Baines, cousin to the crazy. That's an Arthur kid. Crouching in the garbage pit. Keeping through the vids like cats who rock snap. With the fitted projector later than drop 8-pin. Don't check it tight, but still you'll never break the wind. Even in the winter when you'll end up on either end. Probably listening like when it's going in, huh? Y'all really hate me living through y'all sins, huh? Maybe you should have tried being a friend, huh? Dealing with things living in fear, but fair one shit. Wolf in sheep's clothing, I've been aware. Hide from the truth, I went in there. Mass up in the air, something me compassionate, compromise. CC, this ain't a homicide, this a hell rise. Look at the seat, make it concrete with a surprise. Give your eye when you meet your demise, dumbass. Yeah, cause these niggas ain't spiritual. Nah, they just start on the ritual. And next time y'all wanna holler back, tell them put 200 plus in my X on my Cash App.
Y'all should have given him a 9. He was fire.
Yeah. Pharaoh was talking. He had a lot of lines in
Yeah,
there.
yo, hacking to your system like Flim is crazy. I like that. He said a lot in there. He said a whole lot.
A lot of shit in there.
Nope.
Yeah, he said a lot. Shout out to Pharaoh. Definitely another improved MC over this season. He picked up a lot while he was doing the 5-on-5s. That was his return to the open cypher. It hadn't been for a few months. So
man. All right. Next up to the stage. Make some noise for real life, y'all.
Movies, rapidly, 5 years, make some noise for yourselves. We here, I know the vibes. I play our family all the time. Oh yeah, we gonna go upstairs today. Look. Once you realize that your idols lie, there's no one left to idolize. I got brothers that was brothers to be. Those just my traumatized. I'm traumatized. Like you and my friends, there's a bunch of violent crimes. Y'all seeing how I act for myself. It's like a monologue. I apologize if I got y'all thinking that y'all around with I. No dialogue, I hyper fraud. I get that from my homicide. 38 is pocket size. I don't fight with guys. Keep my water wide in the store. With the Winnie y'all and buy. That's my alibi. Let's count to 9. I went to 3 spots.
Nigga's crazy.
So 6, 7, 8. Out every ounce I'm fine, y'all know the vibe. Been exposing the sign. I got a scope in my eyes to see a post from afar. That's how I could see it ain't close. Plus, I can see an A-hole. And I got some CNA holes that'll never see an angle. And they like, huh? With all these CNA folks, is he a nurse or he round? Well, ain't no wheels on the bus. We hop out, holding toast. We ain't happy and you know it. Your head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Trying to ride my way to keep afloat. Here we go. We got another hero rowing the boat. You never know when bad listening or got your team on the ropes. You gotta watch for the bugs like an AP on the ropes. You know, AP on the ropes. You gotta watch how you approach. And it's able to get rocked by the bros. Take time with your bro. Don't let them get you out of your zone. My man not gonna have care. He still trying to be the GOAT. Remind me of ghosts. Not power, but the Casper type ghost. You know the ones never seen, but just pop out on the low. Too hot for the flow. I'm smart, but get it popping for show. I'm rhyming and cold. That's why I sound so cocky and boast. It's encrypted and scripted for the targeted folks. You make a name y'all way, and I be carving my own. Good God. Can't you tell me y'all in the zone? Shout out to the show. Rapidly, it's a lot to be shown. Right here in Richmond, I'm a lock with the foe. If it's a pile of the smoke, I got a black and white shooter, call him Tommy and Ghost. Pop up inside of your homes. Suffocate you in bed like Jay Holiday songs. I always try to stay calm. Whoever tried me, they wrong. Don't tell me sorry, just run. The type of time that I'm on, nobody's safe. If you can't relate to us, that's dangerous. There's no advice that you could say to us. Made it to the top, won't believe how we made this up. You know, you don't believe they said you make it up. Time.
Went crazy. Went crazy.
He needed one of y'all to get him to sudden death.
Yeah. He could have got he probably could have got 10, yo. That shit was hard.
Yeah, I was teetering on the 10 too. But it's like when you know it almost be like when you know you got that 10 verse, you gotta like treat it like it's that and like end it like it's that. Like
Yeah, see that's
kind of nonchalant with the way he just like trailed it off.
Yeah, I feel that's
I
my
always
thing.
say you gotta stick the landing.
That's my thing.
Say you gotta stick the landing on a 10.
Yeah, at the very end, it's like I would say like the last 8 bars, it started getting a little loose. Just delivery wise. Just
you know what? And I don't know if Rel is watching this, but that's not the only time he's done that. He actually makes a habit of
it's
that.
like he gets a little winded at that point.
Right, either gets winded or he just, I don't know. He's done it in battles too, whether third rounds or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
it like trails off.
Like, you know, it's like where it's just like, all right, whatever. And I don't know if that's a style thing, if that's an ego thing, but don't do that shit anymore.
Like it kind of makes me upset to have not given that a 10, right? Because like I was being strung along the whole verse, right? Like it's just like one of those things where it's like, yo, this nigga keeps this shit up, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just end with those endings, and you'll see what I mean when we watch Wonsky's verse, right? It ends on a exclamation point.
I've always said, I mean, and I may have made the exception because of how well that verse was done, but I always say that, you know, a 10 verse, you should be sticking the landing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to come out the gate strong and you got to close strong. Those are like actually the rules, you know what I'm saying, to me. You know what I'm saying? But I just thought it was a great verse.
It was a phenomenal verse.
So, you know, shout out to Real Life. Don't let your endings, you know, close strong. Close strong, especially on this great verse.
All right. Okay. Next step to the stage. Dr. Wonsky, y'all. Make some noise for Wonsky.
And real quick, before we go on to this, like, you'll notice, like, Rel, his performance will start high and taper a bit. Wonsky, on the other hand, his verse constantly goes up. It like starts here. It might even you might even say it started a little slow, right? But then they ramp up. They constantly ramp up. And you know, that's a good strategy in battling, and it's a good strategy here as well.
Absolutely.
Yo, congratulations to Rap Elite on 5 years, yo. That's awesome. That's major. Let's rock out, Richmond. Let's go. Yeah. What up, Richmond? Been a good year, huh? Congrats once again, Radio. Yeah. Look, niggas thought 2020 was a bad year. Wild shit that happened in Rap Elite this past year. Y'all see me going up like I'm walking up some flash stairs. The champ race, then exchanging faces like a cashier. The Goo and Stupid first episode, and y'all know it, bro. That also was a cipher that this nigga got the lowest scope. My February verse, I proved my work. Yep, I wanted that. The last round, I watched 6 niggas. That's really sudden death. March came and then Trey went and got his first win. I inspired his run, so I feel like I kind of birthed him. And he the MVP, but if y'all go compare our verses, I made y'all say, oh my God, more than Donnie McKirkland. I featured real nicely, let Uno be my Spike Lee. A couple beats was dicey, but most of the beats hype me. Some MCs wanna fight me, that Hennessy be pricey. I finally know the difference between Steve's and C Spicy. like it's Trinathon. CEO got perfect scores. What the fuck is this? Shame on the judges that month. Y'all niggas negligent. He wanna bring up my degree like that shit relevant. That's just like the white man to question our intelligence. If white people would see those, then we know you ain't playing the high. Most you is the black, it's the white busted flags you rock. We aim at tops for the chips like Pringles. Have niggas barging in your crib and start maxing. Living single. I'm built different. These challenges ain't my caliber. Your girl knows she dating the square. She a calendar. You women should be careful with the men you date.
Your girl knows she dating the square.
Dating a square.
His calendar.
Like that is such a, that's one of those, like, I've been rapping and listening to rap for ever.
Right? Should have heard that already.
Why I ain't thought of that one?
I should have heard that line. I ain't even gonna say I should have said it. I should have heard it. A date in a square. No, but I had a calendar line recently that made me to the point of like, I'm like, I've never heard this line, but why? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I said something like, they say my days are numbered, but we all got calendars. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's hard.
Maybe the game's just been neglecting calendar lines. Y'all might want to rummage through your, you know what I'm saying?
I might see what I got.
You know what I mean?
I see what I got.
Hey, yo, I'm steady chasing wins like Cops did OJ in the Bronco. Too hood, but I need more like I'm CJ from Grand Theft Auto. My nigga Ease, don't hate me, bro. I was big bugging. Nah, I ain't had more hoods. It was Nick judging. Look, I'm lit like it's the end of the split. I be here when it's time to punch like it's the end of the shit. I promise you don't want no smoke on me. You wish you never spoke on me. You opposite of dope MC. I'm the shit you potpourri. Next year, I'm at every event like I got season 6. Squeezing the fifth, that's my whole day like I season fish. Look, GMs, if you smart, I think it's season 6. I just wrapped up season 5. I bet you I win season 6, nigga.
Well, that sound like the beat got low.
He was rapping past the beat. Won't no more beat.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was that line he said about me again?
He said, my bad, Ease. I was bugging. He said, nah, I would have got more hoodies if Nick was judging. Yeah, I mean, flawless verse to me.
Crazy.
And flawless across the board. All 10s, a 30. That's a 30, folks.
What's a 30?
He got 2 30s this season. Right?
2 30s this season. 2 hoodies this season. 2 30s this season.
That's good.
Shout out to Wanski. He's already saying feels crazy. He don't got a beat to write to. So, you know, he's hungry.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fire showing for the season for real. Like 2 30s, 2 hoodies.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Don't nobody else got that for the season. I don't think. Does Trey have 2 30s?
Yeah, to this. Yo, I'll talk my shit later. Next step to the stage, though. Hold it down. Next step to the stage, though. Another goo. Kello, make some noise for Kello, y'all.
This nigga was stupid. These niggas went back to back too. That's crazy.
Richmond, if you're in this bitch, let me get a year. Yeah, I go by the name of Kello. I rep a gang called Goo. That was Wanski. That's what we do, you feel me? I got a show next Friday. Y'all can tap in with me, follow me on Instagram, Kello.info. I got merch for sale over there. Pick what you want. I just need crowd with this big. If that's cool, let me get a year. Yeah. Hey, look. Now say go, Kello, go. Look. Said, I don't know if you heard it, but Kello back in person. What is this about? He came back and dropped it down, flipping and reversing for a dismount. My verses generational, written in cursive, a wordsmith. But word is, when is a discount? $200 for rehearsal. I make it rain like
Cane popping Virgils. It's not a gimmick, got a dimple, cause the marathon continues till the bridge is over. I put the juice in Virginia with a gin and soda. Stopping Park Spot, might bark if she bend it over. The nicest of the sharks from Minnesota, Nova Scotia. I be out in Norfolk, burn a bridge, ain't no swimming over. Shorty in the kitchen, cooking 30, and it's early, but she lit the stove up. She tastes like curry with a living soda. Living sober, I can spit it written that'll lift your sober. Chimichanga, tripping off my passport, heavy pick and roller. Sending soda, shining like Madonna Queen, she give me Joker. Kappa rappers get hit with canes when they shimmy shoulder. Picky roller, only roller sticky in a split. If it's iffy, then I pick the folder. I can make a trade for grenades with an Equadola. A version of O'Shea is the only thing that can get me colder. Okay, I need some competition. I'm a living shogun, 100 for a minute, that's $1 for a second. And $1 for the second contestant that tried to step the Kello in left necklace. Cause I'm giving shoulders, but back to the topic, it's electric. So I slid to the season finale pop up, holding niggas for hostage. And you get no awards, of course, this is the Oscars. Flow proper, eat beats like beats and pasta. The headline to the scene is beats and pasta. And nobody saw a thing except Eves, he saw some. And if y'all say my name, y'all gon' need to get your jaw done. That's word to Beyonce. We can all get along, or I can Don King Rodney, hard tighter Beyonce. Menage, body dining with all the bridesmaids. I stay higher than all of the Fridays. It's my way. A perpendicular sticks get sideways. For God's sake, I say I'm sick with the patch. We like the party. Ricky Bobby, baby Jesus, some God. I say divine intervention. Should I mention the art they ready to resurrect their own body? Back from the dead, pay me my bread by Friday. $200. That should get me up and down the highway.
That nigga lost his fucking mind, son. He literally lost his fucking mind, yo. No exaggeration. That nigga went stupid.
Back-to-back 30s by the Goo Lagoon. It's a fucking shame they didn't take.
His shit be so smooth, like how he be weaving in and out, like
Yeah. It's different. That shit is different, yo.
Yeah.
How he arrives at his next lines be crazy. Like
I love how he connects words that rhyme, but like a couple bars afterwards, like it should be.
Yeah, he be comfortable, man.
Yeah,
comfortable in there, real comfortable.
Comfortable doing uncomfortable shit.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like, it's very unorthodox, but it doesn't sound like, a lot of people, especially on the rap league stage that we consider unorthodox, also have, and just in general, most rappers that you consider unorthodox also aren't the most easy listening either. Yeah, like, there's always there's a difficulty listening to them. Whereas with Kello, it's very cool to the ear. It's very, easy listening. He's weaving you in and out like he's on this one flow, but he's like hopping all over the place with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's got to be a term for that where you say like two lines that rhyme and then you say two different lines and then you bring it back.
It's AABBA.
Yeah.
The third line is an internal.
Shout out to Kello. Shout out to Goo Lagoon.
Freeway used to do that a lot.
Look, we was gonna talk about that last night, but it's another thing. Literally exactly that. That AABBA, that's on a slide. That's on a slide, my guy. And Freeway is on a slide, my guy. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
God tier, it's coming.
I got a great example of that when State Property was in the they did the Hot 97. It was a Hot 97 Part 2 joint where they was dissing the Locks and Nas and all.
Oh yeah, they went crazy on that. Like, I need to listen to that one.
Yeah, like him and Chris was using that style. Chris was going crazy on that joint.
Yeah, they had a different energy on that one.
Yeah.
All right,
we got off a couple lines.
We down to the last situations here. We need to move it. Oh, you back. All right.
Next up to the stage. He already on the stage. Make some noise. You see a way. Everyone's supposed to run.
All right. I guess white boy bars is something you got to deal with. Let's go. You ready? You know, ready? Talk to the people. I don't really got shit to say other than a fucking verse I'm sitting on for a month. I think you're gonna like this. It's a hunch.
I made a bet that radio said my name wrong and CO not wave the that's for wave. I already fucking said that. Fine, I'll stop kidding. I'm getting my rope going. This authority the judges can't overturn. There's money on the line, cremated when I'm supposed to earn. Most of y'all pay to lose and now there's no return. Something's in the water, it's me, pussy. I dove it first. Choking your verse, what do you hit the stage for? Put up in a healthy night and leave it here with stage 4. This finale's like a prostitution ring. All of y'all are pussy and money is what you came for. If I'm overrated, I might keep it that way. If you don't believe in God, you're about to meet him today. When you give your girl head, I hope she creeps in your face. And you smell every plan B that 30 pits at the tape. Suck my dick. If I got you saying uncle, you're a Targaryen. Your women are carried in. You meet them at a club. They don't want you to fuck. So then you make their shots look funny like Sean Marion. With the nerve to act like you got a roster. Go straight to jail and go collect $200. Sorry that I got off topic and bothered. Those women went to CBS. That's a one-scheme doctor. You put your heart in your verse, that makes me dumber. Bodies in the corner like the clothes I wore days ago. I'll make a judge disappear like where's the office. If I don't fucking win, I'll turn radio into radio. And that better come with a feature, or else I'm pulling out that life support plug. I might kill the dreamer. So whoever tries to get in my way, that used to be grown man. Now y'all follow the leader, grow up. You're looking at an all-timer. The chances of winning are like your women. Minor. I mean, just saying a choir, and that ain't bad at first. But there's a downside. You did it at a Catholic church. Frank, this is a 30 when you add it up. Isn't this the first of the year, Henry? I'm asking, bro. On their dead homies, I see him as sudden death like how the casket was. Fucking think about it. What are you talking about, man?
Crazy. A lot of crazy lines in there. I had it a 10. I understand.
It was a 9.5 for me.
I gave it a 9.
Yeah,
that was good.
This definitely wasn't as crazy as his first showing, man. His first showing was crazy.
He's fine. I'm anxious to see him do more. I really like his presence. One thing I really liked is how he walked around the room. That just reminded me of something. I'm not sure exactly what it gave me a feeling that I liked. The way he just kind of like paced around the room, loud, talking and shit. Like, I really like that. I like the way he came out. I could tell he's a puncher. And he has that disrespecting in the bag. I like that.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so I'm definitely anxious to see more. I would say and I think it might have happened just on the video too, just now. Well, there was something at the beginning of his verse threw me off a little bit in the very beginning, or I like caught something wrong. But that might have just, you know what I'm saying, been me, but I think he's fire. And I wonder what he probably had prepared for sudden death too, because he had that line.
He had like 4. He said he had like 4.
Oh man, yeah, he was probably gonna go crazy too. Fuck with him.
It's really serious.
Does he battle?
No, we've talked about it. You know, he said he's
He
thinking
got that energy. He got that battle aura about him.
he'd be crazy in a battle.
Yeah, and he's loud. I like that he's really loud.
To the stage. Season 4 MVP. Make some noise for Mila Manson, y'all.
Peace, how you doing?
Real B-girl shit on the album.
Yeah, the reclaimer flows water like Maxine. Delayed in the cut, no sport, back sheet. Ain't wanna trip, but off the rip I'm smashing. Trying to be who's better. Bitch, I'm back green. Android bubbles, no texting, vaccine. Green Lantern muscle, heart instruction like beef. Haters obvious, so I don't know why they asking. I give them all 19 shots like vaccine. Shots for that body, no ether for that soul. Have you leaning like a fiend when they can't control the Jones? Check niggas out the gate on my TSA vibe. It's rain at the airport, ain't letting shit fly. That brown boy shit, yeah, check that borders as I run up in the spot like a Trump supporter. On January 6, October 16, insurrection with a weapon and my tactical fatigue. Try to make the cycle gradient and gradient should be. So tell me who you rated it. Rated them like cheap. So saw me at my fingertips, cut graders out your cheeks. Leave a sideways beat, that mean I'm greater than the D, right? Doctor get hype, he just calls me the pill, bro. Heard you everything but love. It's not a big deal though. I like when niggas sleep and make it easier to feel home. That mean leave them fucked inside on while they still though. When it comes to skill, yo, bitches not like me. Been begging for a battle, but on the real, not like me. They don't really want to battle, they just really don't like me. They want room to talk shit without the risk of fighting. I'm spicy like Colonel, here to stir the pot up and eat up all your ghosts like Chupacabra. When the heat, when the smoke, open top like pop-up, getting hotter every round. Electric stove topper, huh? Who won't stop if I'm moving like a juggernaut? Thinking about your blade, I'ma shake them in a juggler. Loud, but they shake the old school mufflers. I run with a bunch of HR puppets. Double up, cold speech like government. When the fade, rushing it, ain't on top, muffin this. I think it's a must they get. Eat like a mustard dime. Cocaine white belt on my wall, say I'm dope and lies. Don't matter if I stutter step. Even fumble, I hit him with the spin, bring it back like electric slide. Don't matter if I stutter step, even fumble lines. Hit him with the spin and bring it back like electric slide.
Snap. So many lines. So many lines.
Fire.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm super happy to see somebody with a belt for once.
Yes, indeed.
You know, we like to see these belts on display more often. You know,
Pull them out. Pause.
MVPs, bring your belts, man. Just because you have your belt, don't
bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. It's all to you.
It don't mean nobody gonna look at you crazy because you don't win that night. That's that.
Look, man. Look. There's not gonna be any snake eye stumbles going on around here, man. You're not gonna have any. Nobody's gonna get you for the belt, man.
They don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I know. I only threw that out there for any possible heads who might know. For those who do know, if you know, you know.
But yeah, like, you know, I think it's like a thing of like, if I got my belt, I gotta. If I don't go up there and win, then I don't. No one's looking at it like that. And at the end of the day, the only people that can say something to you is those that got a belt too.
Yeah.
That means you become MVP. You had a whole season to yourself.
Is that why people don't bring them?
That's what I think.
Mm.
You know, I feel like it puts a little pressure on them. You know, you walk around with the belt. You know what I mean? It has, you know,
I say record though.
You should be feeling like that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You walk around with your chest out like you got a belt anyway, as long as you got that verse on you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it shouldn't even matter. Like, and then you walk off the stage, you got your back.
You gotta know the competition is thick, yo.
Yeah.
Next up to the stage, season 2 MVP, Vintage A. Make some noise for Vintage A, y'all. What up? Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, y'all go check out Henry on Thursdays at Hot for Pizza. That should be jumping, no lie. Hey, yo, shameless plug, my bad. Let's go. Yo, 1, 2, 1, 2. Shout out to 5 years of RPA Rap League. Let's go. Y'all know what it is. I've been here since day 1, y'all in the trenches. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2. Look, with a difficulty in this, I'm just asking questions. Look like a teacher in your school the way I'm passing lessons. Dragging rappers through the hallway, I ain't here for flexing. Y'all like the kale salad, I'm coming through with the dressings. Just $1, but like it dry. Aromas of a bag of purple haze, I might be high. Space Jam, Jordan vibes, feeling like I can fly. The wasteland's Mordecai, this is where they come to die. Crab feeder, Albanian, Albanian ass eater. Mariana Trench, my swag is that deeper. If you open my coat, you might see the Grim Reaper. Through this ravishing ring, I put your bitch in the sleeper. Traded in the hoopty for the new beamer. Now the waves that I bring mimic flows of Katrina. Sing your soul to Medina. Let the bottom arena from June. August, I seen them and Tangle might be a prenup. But that's the feeling we feeling. What we telling you, we up. Shots from the foul line of shit you can't D up. Won't be no stealing. When you come in the line, they gon' clap when you give you 3 from the baseline. Like skyrocketing interest, been popping on Pinterest, playing in her mouth, yo bitch calling me her dentist. Y'all know me as vintage, creeps feeling a vintage. We are not the same, my painting comes out like pictures. Masterpieces of minimalism, scriptures, channel live, we sparking madism. This part come with wisdom, played in the dark, shooting hoops at RBA's rapidly rugged park. You just a double Kool-Aid, up some cola and cut it soft. Plus I swing a blade sharp enough to go through a shark. Are you serious? So what happened to George for being curious? You might be funny as heck, but are you that delirious? Can't be a stand-up big roar. The White Plains, the wicked tour, put a lane in the floor. I'm still at the corner store, selling.
Shout out to White Plains.
Came out the door, can't talk balance, he never put it on the seesaw. Find one thing that's gonna take us higher. Do that one thing until your time expires. Those the words that they know. While I'm hustling on the block, for the rich and the poor. You fuck niggas try to test me out, cut at your jaw.
Vintage is so fire. It's the logo, man.
Supreme efforts. Yo,
fucking logo.
Not to take too much time, but I think it's important that we jump back to Mila real quick. Because yes, we said some great things about, you know, we said, yo, it was a crazy verse, had crazy lines, but you know, she's a top shotter. She didn't get into that top layer. So I think it does, you know, I gave her a 10. So y'all kind of owe her some feedback on why she didn't get to.
Yeah, so you know what? I've said this before, and I think it also played a little bit into the CEO wave score. The thing about these live rooms is that you can't control what happens on the stage before you or after you, right? And so, in my opinion, Kello and Wansky nudged the bar up. Mm-hmm. Their verses nudged the bar up. And so to come behind them and get an equal score, was gonna just require more. Like I did, like they just moved the bar up. I mean, that's kind of what it was. In my opinion, I just felt like the other verses didn't reach that same level, didn't make me feel that same way. I thought it was crazy though. I thought it was fire. And you know, like, yeah, it was a fire verse. I didn't think it was the best that I heard from her, but it was really, really good. And still, like, you know, in the top rankings.
Right. I feel pretty much the exact same way. You know, like it was a fire verse, just not really on par with the best verses of the night.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Fair enough. Speaking on Vinny, he was a 0.5 away from a 30. Ain't much to say about that. I think when you compare, you know, it's just like he's said a lot. The vocal projection, the present, the logo.
And that yeah, his flow is so dynamic. And it makes it really fun to listen to.
Still one more. Last but not least, our defending 4-time champion. Make some noise for Trey Authentic, y'all.
Legendary season, man.
I'm ready though. Y'all ready? Love. Right quick.
Your body in the beat, body on body, catching bodies, bringing me into peace. Enemies want the enemy. They get stumped out like a centipede. When I lift my sneaks, I talk shit. They come with them punches like I'm Mr. T. Apollo Creed defense. I got the swimmers diving off the deep end. Shit, you rocky, especially with sweet chins. They fucking with the best, so the rest gon' have to be second, third, and fourth. I see the dinner, I see the plate, so that's third and fourth. Ain't no obstacle. Made possible is impossible until you put your foot down. Back on them centipedes, they be bugging. The insects, I'm in sex, they mention me. It's like I'm back up on the past by the corner, that's victory. I'm trap talking, green in my head, feel like the Cap Boston. I don't sell ticks, but I could've wondered what that's costing. Them NBA bars, yo, why they thinking they hard? This deep water gon' be smarter. They about to face Charles, these niggas at me top 5, ain't even top 8. So get out my space, cause I slaughter house, that's worth the 5 weight. Now look at y'all face and lead a venue, hope they try to say, give me some scotch tape so I can dress these bitches up and I ain't talking 5 dates. I play with heat and staple sinners, but I'm not LeBron James. So pay the fee or just get hit up. I ain't talking small change. Press the Benjamin button, any discussion, don't just face the reaper with repercussions. They need combustion, freezing and bluffing, bleeding and cussing. Look at them, bleeding to me is nothing other. See that you're munching, bunching animals in the public. Thinking that they just struggling because I'm eating better than sweet teas with a big muffin. Hold on, I'm hearing the distance, but let's get clear. The magician is not when disappear. They disappear when I lift up the side. Click clack and push it in the shit back right up inside. Now we in exhibit with a clip like I'm pimping a ride. I buy the challenge as the champion. As a challenger, I buy the champions. Please pardon my evidence. I'm running last for these spitters. Don't gotta rap with these spitters. I never cap, I just kill them. It went from shop to shivers. Niggas just mad at the rap though. Really came up in the trap, bro. Almost serving the Zapdos. Got it up quick as a snap post. That's why I learned how to stack though. Never front and go to the back though. But the money will come in the snatch show. That's a big pun, no fat show. Let's go, man.
Yeah, another one. You know, another crazy verse from Trey Authentic that closed the night out. He ended up going to double sudden death with Kello. You know, listening to that verse, it also makes me wish once again we saw real life also in that sudden. Just because I feel like those verses are very comparable. And Rel, you know, if they're 2 10s, but I'd have edged Rel on that, me personally.
Rel, I feel like Rel should have been in sudden death.
Yeah. What?
All right.
He's a 0.5 off.
0.5, yeah. I gave him the same thing as Trey.
And
But to be honest with you, I feel like they both kind of did this same thing a bit at the end. Yeah. And so I think my scores are right for in my
your score is
opinion for them too. Yeah, I scored them the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So that I think that's the only that 1.5.
And like yeah, it's like if he'd have ended it clean, that joint could have been a 10 possibly. You know what I mean? Depending on how it would have ended. You can't say now, but you know, that was really solid. But it's like when it comes to those 10s, it's really like splitting hairs, you know what I mean? And nitpicking. Like
he tends to close his verses
strong.
Well, kind of. It's like the thing about him is that he's never plans to be done. Like he raps till we stop him. So it really depends upon where you catch him. If it ends on a bar,
you're right.
And then he's never gonna rap past the beat.
Go ahead.
He's not gonna rap past the beat. So
yeah, and the thing is, he punches so much that if he just goes to the beat ends, there's a good chance he can end on a punch.
Right. You know right. So, but when he doesn't, he doesn't. So it just sounds like it just, whatever.
Yeah. You want to know what? To be honest, that used to be a critique that I got. Do you remember Alex Chichamaro, who was sending my stuff out to the blogs and stuff? One of his critiques of mine was that I didn't end my verses strong. And I remember taking that criticism and really applying it. Like he used to tell me that back in like 2009, 2010. He was like, yo, Nick, your shit's fire, but like as long as like you just kind of just like get lazy towards the end of the verse. I was like, damn, for real? And then I went back and listened, and I was doing that a lot. And it was to a point where like I was getting I would want to record before I finish writing. And so I might have like 10 bars or something, and then like freestyle the end of it. You know, like I'll have enough to start recording because I just wanted to record. And then I'll freestyle the end of it and get a bit lazy. But yeah, I just say that because I remember getting that criticism myself years ago.
That's real. That's a real share right there. You know what I mean? That's how we get the journey of
and I always remembered that, like still to this day when I like write and I'm getting towards the end or like I know it's time to end, or I come at a line and I'll be like, that's a good spot to end it, just because like I always think back about that. There's certain criticisms that I've gotten over the years that always just kind of like echo, in my head. So that's one of them. End it strong.
Nah, that's a fact. Incredible cipher, incredible season. We'll be doing the top 20 podcasts. To do. Those are always the most fun. We get the debate with the panel to determine who's the top 20 from 20 up to 1. Who Rookie of the Year is, who Most Improved MC is. Obviously, we know who MVP is. But there's more things at stake now. Obviously, top 20 means you make it to the album. So it's more at stake. We think we know who the top 5 is because we have 5 champions this year. So we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, super salute to all the MCs that participated this season. Everyone that's participated the last 5 years, all the GMs. We have a lot more in store for season 6. November 20th, we have a Southpaw event at Tang and Biscuit. We'll have details on that very soon. So stay tuned for that. And of course, Flag on the Moon to close the year out, December 11th. You already know what that's like. So stay tuned for that info. Other than that, any last words, fellas? This is our last breakdown of the season.
It's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure and a great season.
Right.
Great season, historical season,
Yeah.
season. First season with any 30s, and we got like a good amount of 30 verses this season. So we'll be recapping those. You know, if you check the IG, we'll be recapping the best verses of the season and all of that during the off season. We got a lot of plans for season 6. So yeah, man, just stay tapped in with us. Keep pushing the word out about Rap Elite, and we'll keep on providing an improved product every single year. So salute to everybody.
Yes, sir. Peace, y'all.
All right, fellas.
All right, man.
Much love.
Much love.